All right, we're recording.
Yeah, nice.
Welcome to the SwooceCast.
Episode 1.
Yeah, episode 1, the beginning.
Yeah, yes, like there wasn't an episode before this or something.
This definitely isn't episode 2. Episode 1.5.
Plus 2.5 HD remix with Super Turbo Championship Edition
Birth by Sleep.
HD port.
The story so far.
Yes!
The SwooceCast, the story so far.
Oh man, I cannot wait for that re-release. Oh, that game will get a spotlight on this little podcast another day.
What, Kingdom Darts?
Yes.
Dude, this already feels a lot better than episode 0 since we're both exhausted recording at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, yes. For anyone listening, we are recording much earlier or pretty much later in the day. We're not in 1 in the morning, so we're a lot more awake. We're all good. I'm not coughing anymore.
That was like the first thing you mentioned before we started recording. You're like, hold up, I want to go get water so I don't cough the entire time.
Yeah, so I'll explain what happened real quick. So after the first podcast that weekend where it was recorded, I had a really bad cough. Apparently when I went to the doctors, I had enterinosis or something like that. And it took a week long to get better. And it's been a week. So that's literally, I mean, I don't know. Health is weird. If you're a doctor, good for you guys. I don't know. But
I would hope none of the people that watch us are doctors. I would not trust anyone that actually watches us with my life.
just like, let me do your surgery. Let me just put the SwooceCast on while I put your surgery. Just have Dancing Shaggy in the background.
Oh yeah, by the way, how do you guys like our revamp?
Yes, we're brand new looking. I don't know.
Oh, definitely.
Yes. And Moist, who would we thank for this nice new visual overhaul?
Oh, we're gonna thank our friend Patrick M. Sports or Blade Mountain for this little redesign. By the way, if you're listening to this right now, Patrick, I will really say that both of us appreciate this.
Yes, so much. Yes, so much, dude.
And you're welcome to come on whenever you want.
Yep, we'll have you on. Sometime. I don't know. We're random.
Yeah.
Speaking of random things, sorry for the jump cut here of this, but so Moist, how was that Tony Hawk game with the special surprise in it?
Oh yeah. Okay, so anyone who has no idea what we're talking about, I tweeted out, I believe it was either yesterday. It wasn't even us on Twitter though. That was me.
Yeah, I said follow you on Twitter.
Oh, I thought you said follow us on Twitter.
No, follow you on Twitter.
By the way, follow us on Twitter at the SwooceCast.
In Heckler Games and Everest.
But anyways, I tweeted out that I found something in my Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 case that I just bought recently, and there was smushed into the disc port a copy of Karaoke American Idol Pop Edition. Just mushed into the disc tray to the point where when I opened up Pro Skater 3, it shot out. Oh, man. So I just have a free copy of Karaoke American Idol that I don't even think I can play since I'd be playing it on the PS3, and I don't think any of the add-ons work on PS3. So it's just sitting up there. It will be immortalized on my meme shelf.
Yep, it's going to be the trophy of, you got American Idol, the game, as a reward for buying Tony Hawk the game.
As a reward for buying Tony Hawk,
yes.
You got all 3 of the American Idol judges.
You know, it'd be amazing if you open up, it's like you hear the American Idol. Oh. That sound. That's so... Oh, man, this is... But so far, from what we've heard and feedback, you guys really enjoyed the podcast so far. And
glad to know you enjoyed yourselves.
Yeah, we're surprised. We actually are. We thought this thing would be new from the start.
But yeah, here we are. We're even kind of structuring this episode around something a little different.
Yeah, we're a little bit more organized here, so we're not rambling like very tired people at 1 a.m. So let's get into this main section now. Moist, what have you been playing recently?
Didn't we already do this?
Yeah, but it's part of the main section, though. I don't know.
Let's see. Just recently played Darkest Dungeon for like the first hour of playing it.
I've been wanting to play it, so tell me, how stressful is it?
It's not even stressful, it just makes you feel awful. Like, all the people all the people that like say the thing about Undertale where it's like, oh, if you kill people it makes you feel bad. No, Darkest Dungeon makes you feel bad. Undertale just ham-fists its story down your throat.
Yep. Well, from what I've heard and seen of Darkest Dungeon, the stress of trying to keep your party members alive just probably makes you feel so bad when you play it.
I'm straight up not even joking. The first party that I put together, I actually took very good care of because I enjoyed all the characters. And then I put them all like off getting treated at the sanitarium. I got them off, gambling their worries away and shit, just letting them feel good. And I hired a bunch of suckers off of the coach. And literally, as soon as I did that, I put them all into, I think, the next level up dungeon. I snuffed the torch out. And just brutally put them through this huge gauntlet. And then, like, the one abomination dude that survived, I ended up tossing onto the streets because I couldn't use him anymore.
Oh my god.
So, I felt like I could run a business. I made me some heck money.
Yes.
Oh, but yeah, it is the gothic look and architecture of the game itself just makes it look fantastic. And I will say that even though it is very simplistic in both movement and design, it's fantastic. I love every single bit of the design.
Oh yeah, the designs always catch me. Like they look so good.
Also, I like me a good turn-based game that's not Pokemon every once in a while. And honestly, like the party placement... Actually, the party placement reminds me a lot of Fossil Fighters. Did you ever play that game, Hecla?
I had a friend who played it, and he tried to get me into it, and I really wish I did play it, but from what I've seen, I liked what I saw. But I know what it's like. Let's put it that way.
Like, the party selection in both Darkest Dungeon and Fossil Fighters has this thing where you have certain team members that are better off attacking at a close distance or ones that are better off attacking at a longer distance. Yep. And the further they are away from their best attacking zone, the less damage and the less likely they are to do critical hits. So It's just a really neat mechanic that I hadn't seen ever since I played that game. And glad to see it's in Darkest Dungeon, which I really seem to be enjoying so far. Granted, I still feel terrible for playing it, but...
I mean, yeah, it's one of those... If any of you try to decide to get this game, from personal experience of Moist and from what I've seen, it is a very stressful game. And like Moist said, you will feel bad about it. So take word of caution.
Until you see the amount of money you get for it. Well, that makes you feel pretty good.
Yeah.
It doesn't even cost anything to hire anybody, dude. The only thing that's free in Darkest Dungeon is human lives.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to play it myself. Probably in the future.
What have you been playing, Hecla?
Oh boy, have I been playing some games. Since it is the month of spooks, I've been playing some scary games. Quite a bit, actually. I'll start off with the first one. I played a little bit of Little Nightmares, like about an hour and a half of it.
Oh, I've been wanting to give that game a shot.
Oh, it's so good. It is so good. I've been playing it on the Switch. It's made by the same people that made Little Big Planet, and I can tell right away because fundamentally it has like the same gameplay features.
Yeah.
But the number one thing is the mood in this game. Oh, it's so good.
The ambience.
Yes. For anyone that's ever played Silent Hill, Moist, have you played Silent Hill?
Nope, never have.
I played one, but literally, when it comes to a horror game, the number one thing that keeps me kind of enthralled in the experience is the ambience, in a sense, like where I'm constantly on edge. And this game always has you on that. It destroys me a little bit because I get a nervous wreck around playing this game, where I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? And it's dark, and you have a light to shine you through some stuff. It's limited, like on use, but you can use it, spam it how many times you want. But it's good old fashioned. It's also a nice little fun platformer, but with tents of scares. It's really good. I think the only complaint I would say so far that I have of it is that, and this is the Switch version, is the loading times are a little bit too long.
Well, I mean,
But
that's just
besides,
a thing for Switch in general.
I'm humbly enjoying it so much. I'm only an hour and a half in, so there's really not much I can say. But so far, really loving it. And the other game that I've been playing, and the reason why, is Outlast.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh, the traditional scary game of 2000, whatever it was. That game came out.
That was like 2014, I think.
I can double check it real quick.
I was actually just doing that.
Yeah, we can check it. But for everyone who doesn't know what Outlast is, Outlast is your survival horror that it's so weird. It's a survival horror that has you on rails a lot of times, but it's a story-driven rails game. There's two things about Outlast. I mean, it's scary at some parts, but honestly, it loses a lot just for two things. One, don't get me wrong, the night vision of the camera is very immersive, but oh sweet Jesus, you can't see that much. It doesn't make the game scarier. It just makes it annoying when you're trying to go around and your battery dies and you're in some dark room. You're like, how am I going to get out of here?
I heard that it washes out the colors a lot, especially the night vision.
It does. Yeah, it's all at night. It's all at night.
Oh.
But pretty much, do you know about the game? I could explain it. I mean,
I know very little. I heard that it was very similar to a bunch of other horror games, first-person horror games that focus on cameras.
Yeah, pretty much you're... I'll put it in the easiest way possible. You're a reporter that comes to this insane asylum that stuff's been going on, and you got to figure out, what's been going on. And yeah, guess what? Some stuff's going on. And you get locked in there, and you got to find your way out and just find all the notes and everything. Your traditional type of horror game.
You have to get out of the asylum before Slender Man gets you.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot the Slender Man movie came out this year.
Oh yeah, that'll lead to one of the questions later on that we'll have. And we actually have questions now. But yeah, I mean, there was a point where I was playing last night where I got really sick and it gave me a headache because, God, just the floatiness of the camera sometimes when you're running, makes you nauseous. But besides that, this has been a okay game, but that's what I've been playing recently. But
well, I mean, that's
moist.
Thematically appropriate. Are you there?
A certain game, Lethal League, I think.
Oh yeah. So I mentioned a little bit of Lethal League in episode 0. I wanted to bring a little bit of attention to it, and I thought that the next thing the Team Reptile was working on, Lethal League Blaze, I thought was just a DLC sort of add-on to Lethal League. Turns out it's a full game, and it's only a week away. So, watch some gameplay of it. It's just the best way I could describe Lethal League is one of the only sports games that I actually feel compelled to play. Because it is just super fast-paced. I would say it's a combination between a sports game and a fighting game, because it's basically BlazBlue with dodgeball integrated into it.
Yeah.
With you could do punts to stop all the momentum. You could just repeatedly smash the ball to increase the amount of speed you get. You have these special moves that each character has. I know I went over quite a bit of this in the original thing, but I just wanted to reiterate that. because
Still is one of the best characters. Still is one of the best
Candyman.
Yeah, Candyman is so good.
I don't know, man. Lethal Blaze has this one character called Doombox. It's literally just a giant boombox with arms, a gigantic metallic arms, and it's a giant boombox with a body.
I don't know. That kind of sounds similar to Tofu in Resident Evil 2.
Tofu.
Do you know about that?
Yeah.
Yep. I won't spoil much of it if you guys have too, but oh man. But yeah. I
go on ahead and give them some love for doing that, because they've been working on this for a while, apparently. I'm glad to know that such a niche community actually gave them enough support to where they could put this next sequel out.
Yep. And I can't wait to try it myself, because now I'm very interested.
Dude, we'll play it.
Yeah. So let's get into some news. Yes, news here. So, with Red Dead Redemption 2 almost on its way here.
Oh, another spooky game.
Oh, yeah.
Undead Nightmare
2. I wish. They'll probably do it. But Rockstar has been in a little bit of a controversy these days. With it's
and lately.
Yes, lately in this case. Was their co-founder that boasted about it? Or I forget who.
I couldn't tell you.
But a recent statement from Rockstar saying that their workers have been spending over 100 hours a week cracking down on the release of RE. Oh my god, RE. RE. Red Dead Redemption 2. And what I have to say to that is, oh my god, Rockstar.
Yeah, 100-hour work weeks for all of the people involved.
Yeah, that's it's a bit much after hearing about all the Telltale stuff that's been going on. It doesn't sound good. So
overworking in the industry is getting to be a very, very big problem. And I don't know why most of these companies seem to think that that's just a merit badge that they can stick to their shirt and be like, oh, hey, look at me. We have 100-hour work weeks. Yeah,
it's most likely it's going to happen in the near future. Is that similar to how there was for like a voice actor riot? I think it was a while ago. So it'll probably be like a programmer riot where they have a union from it.
Dude, nobody's going to care though. Once Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out, everyone will be playing it and it'll be fine and everyone will be happy.
Yeah. I mean, at least Undead Nightmare will come back, maybe. Please, Rockstar.
Undead Nightmare gets a remake, only exclusively on the 3DS.
No, the 2DS. What are we talking about? We're being too nice.
The new Nintendo 2DS.
Perfect. Buy now at like 69 cents.
Please, Rockstar, just make Red Dead Redemption 2 available on PC if you haven't already. I haven't been keeping up with it, but
I mean, they'll probably do it in the future.
That's the only reason I haven't been getting too excited about it is because I know I can't play it, so no reason to get hyped over a game I can't even play.
I may or may not get it, so look out in the near future when it happens. But yeah, Rockstar, fix your company somehow. If not, we'll see what happens in the near future.
Because you know what? That's not a programmer issue. That's a management issue. So don't go around blaming everyone else.
Yes. Like Telltale has done in certain cases where their developers are like, managers are like, but we want to get it done.
Didn't their skeleton crew get fired recently?
Yep.
Like before they even finished the product, or did they already finish it?
No, before they fired the last of their skeleton crew to finish episode 3. I might be wrong, but the skeleton crew's gone. There's nothing left.
Oh.
The only thing left is the lawsuit going on right now.
Well.
But that's that whole situation. So, Moist, you like video game movies?
Yes.
So, in tandem with the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, there's also the Mega Man movie that is going to be coming soon. Oh boy.
I mean, they just announced it. They definitely have been
Yeah.
making things clear that this is happening.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This kind of makes a quick tangent. I did play Mega Man 11
Oh yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for the quick tangent, folks, but Mega Man 11 is really good. It's really really good. The new Double Gear system is amazing, and the one thing that should be in every Mega Man game now is a test mode. After you beat every Robot Master, you get to try out their weapon. That should be in every game coming after this now. It's essential, I believe, and that Double Gear system, I really wish it stays because God, it's so good. Um, it's overall a really good game. I'll say more about it the next time on the next podcast. But back to the Mega Man movie.
Oh,
Oh
you mean
boy.
the one that came out in 2010?
I mean, it was an indie studio that did that, but still. Oh.
You mean the one that came out in 2010?
Yes. Oh, but here's the question: can we have Jim Carrey as Dr. Light?
Sorry, we can't do that. That there is no.
Oh.
We're not having crossovers. No.
Dang it! But he looks like Dr. Light, though.
I'm looking on the IMDb for the 2010 Mega Man movie, and it has normal stuff. It has like the Sonic movie, it has the Mega Man cartoon, and then it just has Killer Clowns from Outer Space in the more like this category.
I love that crossover.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh man. I mean, video game movies in the past have not done really well. I mean, the only one good so far I've ever seen was Tomb Raider, the newest one, which was okay for me.
I was about to mention that was an average movie. Definitely
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But I mean, depending how it turns out, we'll see, but no high hopes here. Like, not at all. But I believe we have some questions that we have gotten. So, Moist, would you like to start this one off?
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'll start some off then. The first question that we got, we'll start off from Discord, from Twitch, then to Twitter. Twitter. So, we both seen this anime called My Hero Academia. And if I remember correctly, we were both around season 2, right?
Like somewhere around there, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Last time we watched it, I didn't really keep up with things.
Yep. Yeah. And the first question is, what is your favorite moment so far in My Hero Academy? And I gotta say, if for anyone who's seen it, the fight between All Might and Nama, it's still one of the best anime fights I've seen so far. And from what people have told me, it's going to get even more crazier.
Yeah.
Yep. But, I mean, we have to watch more of it, so that's how far we'll say on that.
Dude, when are we ever going to get around to watching the rest of that?
Probably at some point. I'll do it in December. Why not? Yeah, Christmas anime season. But another question is, what is our favorite Chinese cartoon? Apparently Japanese in this case, but anime. So far, I mean, it's either between My Hero Academia and One Piece. I only say One Piece is just because I followed it when I was back in middle school.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people still swear by One Piece that it was a good show.
It's still going. I mean, it's
is
good.
A good show, yeah.
Yeah, it's still going. I mean, it's still fine, but oh my god, it's not going to end. The son of the guy who's making it is going to continue it after like the original guy's gone. So,
I mean, if they're so determined to do it, then why not?
Yeah.
If it's brought enough joy to that many people,
yeah,
then good for them. I hope they continue to do it.
Yep. But any anime besides My Hero have you seen, Moist?
Oh yeah, my favorite Chinese cartoon is Ghost Stories.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably the best one that I had. Mostly because I had actual enjoyment when watching it instead of being, watching it.
Yeah.
And that's the one that I've probably watched the most while I'm at it, too.
Yeah.
Uh,
But, yeah.
yeah.
I'll get... Yep.
Ghost Stories is just, I mean, I'm about 95 to 100% sure that anyone that's watching this knows what Ghost Stories is, but it's just a fantastic it's a fantastic piece of history and media in general. It
Yes.
proposes a lot of philosophical debate. It gives you a lot of philosophical knowledge. And I just learned a lot for it. And I feel like I've become a better person by watching it.
Yes. And the next question we have is our strangest work stories. I mean, I don't really have that many strange ones. Do you have any strange ones, Moist, by chance?
There was one I wanted to mention that actually happened sometime last year. So I used to work at a Publix that just moved in close to my city. And, I just worked there stocking, and they had put me up around there just bagging and greeting the customers and stuff like that for a little while, just flip-flopping between the two. And there was this one guy that came in from the university that was nearby that would just buy a singular banana, just one banana, and ask for like $20 in change. And then he would take that, and then he wouldn't even keep the banana.
What?
He would just hold it to whoever had it. Like, he would just hand it to whoever was bagging or ringing it up.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
I mean, and this guy showed up for let's see, 3 months? Yeah, 3 months. At least once a week, he would show up and do this. And we never found out what he was doing or why he was getting all that. And then he just disappeared one day.
That's one of those animated stories that just needs to happen.
But it did happen.
Yeah,
I was there. No, I saw it.
Yeah, but animated. That's what we need. Animated. But
anime is trash.
Good point.
Except
off of the next, off to the Twitter questions. Favorite game to play in October. Depending if you want a scary game or just a nice fall game. If you want a nice fall game, I don't know, play a game like Animal Crossing or Harvest Moon. Or I tried to think of the other indie game that came on Switch.
Stardew Valley?
Yeah, Stardew Valley. But if you want scary games, I can go back to the list of games like Nightmares, Outlast, any other the million scary games that are on the internet. Or, I don't know, just any scary game. That's what I personally prefer to play in October. What do you like playing in October, Moist?
Games.
Good point.
But, I don't really have any kind of scary games that I specifically enjoy playing. But if we're going by anything that's Halloween themed or spooky themed or anything like that, Darkest Dungeon would be an excellent example. Killing Floor 2, Medieval, and Medieval 2 are both great games. Very good not RPGs, but adventure games. And let's see, Animal Crossing would be an excellent thing to do. Granted, I haven't played that in forever. And Amnesia, been wanting to go back and play it for a while. Specifically Dark Descent. I didn't think A Machine for Pigs was that interesting or good, for that matter. It was alright, but it didn't hold up to Dark Descent for me. But, and other than that, I can't really think of too many. Fall or Halloween themed, at least.
I'm gonna mash these two kind of together because, I mean, it kind of points to the same thing. But what is our favorite movie to watch in October, and what has been the best and worst movies of 2018 we've seen so far? let's knock this one out real quick.
Dude, I don't watch movies.
Yeah, you don't watch movies, so
Except for
Broken Skull Ranch.
Dude,
I know it.
I told you Broken
know.
Skull Ranch isn't a movie.
I know. I looked it up after. For those of you who, when I messaged Moist about the podcast earlier, he was telling me he was watching Broken Skull Ranch. It's like, oh, I like that movie or something like that. It's like, did I say that?
Yeah, you said, oh yeah, I really like that movie.
Yeah, it's a show. I wasn't thinking when I was saying that.
It's just a show where people beat the shit out of each other in a ranch.
Yeah.
For the pleasure of going through this marine-style gauntlet.
Yep.
And if you win, you get a handshake.
Yes.
And maybe a few dollars to have some gas money to go back home.
Yep. And if for favorite movie to watch in October, oh man, pretty much my favorite type of Halloween movies are slasher movies. I don't know, some good old classic horror movies. I'm a huge horror nut. That's
dude, then you're missing out because you need to watch Scary Godmother. That's what I watch the most in Halloween.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember.
Scary Godmother 2 and no, Scary Godmother and then Scary Godmother Jimmy Strikes Back.
I thought it was Jimmy's Revenge.
Whatever. Return of the Jimmy.
Yes. Oh, and if you don't know what we're talking about, just look it up and prepare for bad 2001 animation.
Dude, screw you. Scary Godmother is fantastic, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Compared to now, are you seeing? It's still a good movie. I'll say that. It's still good. Has all those memories. Oh, but in any case,
we can also blatantly go like the Hot Topic route of saying that Nightmare Before Christmas was the thing we enjoy watching the most in October.
I mean, where it's everywhere at this point, and most people say it's a Christmas movie, but still, yeah.
Well, I mean, it is a Halloween and a Christmas movie, but
yeah, you can't really pin down which is which in this case, but still, there's a lot of good spooky movies out there. Spooky movies, not the other type.
Spooky boogie movies.
Yes.
That dude is just a sack. Isn't that what Oogie Boogie is? He's literally just like a sack filled with bugs.
Yeah, he's literally that. He is literally just...
Look at this dude.
Oh, no. Oh, but in any case, yeah, those are some nice spooky movies that we enjoy. Or technically, I enjoy, because Moist doesn't really watch movies. And best and worst movies of 2018 so far we've seen. Again, Moist, anything you've seen so far that you consider best or worst?
The Slender Man movie.
I've seen it too, and oh god, is it horrible.
The mic cut out, so all it said is, "Oh my god, is that whore?"
Hort. Yeah, the Slender Man movie, I saw it. It's up there as one of the worst movies. But the question is, we've seen so far in 2018, and this is an older movie, but oh god, is it? It's something.
Hey, they didn't say about anything.
Yeah, they didn't say anything about like it being.
Well, I guess they did say of 2018.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, good point.
But I watched that in 2018, so it counts.
Okay, good point. To answer your question legitimately, the best movie I've seen so far to be Venom. I mean, my god, I can't remember much. And the worst of 2018 I've seen so far is Ready Player One. Just because the more I think about that movie, the more it angers me.
I mean, I don't think Adam Sandler did too well in that movie.
No, he didn't. He was just...
neither did Peter Dinklage.
No, I mean, but Paul Blart was amazing.
Do you think Kevin James is going to look back and the only thing he'll remember from any of the roles he ever had in any of his movies is just Paul Blart?
Yeah, probably. He's like, I was Paul Blart, and Paul Blart is me.
I'm Paul Blart from Paul Blart Mall Cop and Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, Take Back Miami.
Yes.
Wait, does Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 even have like a Sir title?
I don't know. I
Like a
can look it up real
subtitle?
quick. I can look it up real quick.
Because we've been like blazing through
Yeah.
stuff and we've only gotten like 30 minutes. So,
Yeah, I mean, this will be one of those cases where the podcast might be a little bit shorter, but this is one of those cases where we're a little short on time. So, oh my God, they're making 3.
oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I cannot wait.
Paul Blart 3 is officially confirmed.
Yes. Paul Blart 2 Mall Cop. That's literally the name.
Paul Blart 2 Mall Cop.
Yep.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yep.
Do you remember like the Paul Blart memes that happened where people were like editing Paul Blart's trailer? Paul Blart's movie poster?
Yep. Oh man, Paul Blart's he's something amazing. He's just Paul Blart is everything and everything that we should be.
Dank man rides cart and it's a hecking good time.
Yes. Oh my God.
Please help, I pooped in my jammies. Don't tell my mom. Ah. With an iFunny watermark underneath it.
Oh, okay. That's where he... Oh my God.
Paul Blart, Mall Cop. Paul Blart, Mall Cop.
I think the upcoming movie that I cannot wait for is Halloween, because I'm a huge slasher fan. So,
I mean, from what I've heard and from what I've seen, what very little I have seen through the trailers, it looks fantastic.
Yeah. Again, it comes out I think next week, so I'll give my opinion on it next week whenever we ever do this.
Yeah.
But that'll be the case. But yeah. I think anything else you want to note on for movies or we'll include TV in this, why not? Can I get a number 7?
That one that one Cartoon Network crossover that happened that I won't stop hearing about.
Oh yeah, are you talking about the one with apparently that Scooby-Doo crossover? Like the ones from that old Scooby-Doo movie?
Oh no, that was I know the one you're talking about. I heard about it too. I saw little clips of it. That one that happened where it has like
the one that has
that has like Ben 10 and shit in it.
I remember watching Ben 10 when I was a kid, but the new one,
I remember Ben 10 and Ben 10 Alien Force being alright.
Oh, they were fine.
I remember Ultimate Alien being garbage, and then
it was
Omniverse was okay.
Yeah, it was okay, and then now it's just
Ben 10 now is okay. It's not bad. No. It's not good.
I mean, yeah, good point. You make good points.
It has him and 2 other. All I remember was Ben 10 was in it.
And you know what? That's all you need to know. Ben 10. Ben 10 was in it.
That's about all you needed to know from the Cartoon Network crossover.
Ben 10 was in it, and people are going to go watch it now.
I wonder if Teen Titans Go was in it.
Oh, it was. I know who was in the crossover. So the people that were in this crossover was Ben. There was Ben 10, Raven from Teen Titans Go, some other character that was the main source of this crossover named KO, and Garnet from Steven Universe.
I'm gonna look up Co.
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 Co. Don't go.
Okay, I looked up Co. The Coca-Cola Company. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted to see, Google. Thank you.
Yes.
Co is also Swedish for cow.
Ooh, nice. That's pretty good. That'd be pretty good. But yeah, that'd be pretty good. Okay, we're running this a little. We're running out of steam. This podcast might have been a little bit shorter than usual, but that's literally just because we're still out restructuring a lot of stuff. But again, we're still working with a lot of new things, and the podcast will get better over time through feedback in our work as well.
Yeah, I was going to edit this in Audacity and actually fully edit this episode, but Hecla insisted that we still go with OBS just for the sake that he didn't have Audacity set up fully.
Yeah, I still gotta learn. Pretty much. But that has been the podcast for today. And before we go, if you would like to ask us any questions at all, we do have an official Discord for questions, or if you want to speak to us. I mean, who would? My God. And if you want to ask us any questions or follow us or whatever, you can follow us on SwooceCast at Twitter. I think we're at SwooceCast, something like that.
It has it in the logo, Hecla.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Ouch.
A little tired. Just a little tired. And the SwooceCast at gmail.com. And
okay, I think we shamelessly plugged ourselves.
Yeah, I think we have. I think the word to end it on today is apple. Go eat an apple, everybody.
Apple?
Have an apple. Yes, have an apple.
Dude, granny green apples are the best. Have you ever eaten an apple with peanut butter?
Yeah, I have. Pretty good.
Apples with peanut butter are great.
Yeah, they are.
But okay, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone. And enjoy your peanut butters and apples.
Yeah. Yes.
Indeed.